Well, we had them a little bit earlier in the show. We were talking with director Coleman Clark, and now we've got members of the cast. I cannot wait for this show. It's going to be so great. Thank you all for being here. And I'm standing next to Sweeney Todd himself. Am I going to get my throat slashed just by being here, Kenny?
Not today. Not today.
Okay, not today. Tell us who you play in the show.
I play Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
The demon barber of Fleet Street.
Yeah. What can you tell us about Sweeney Todd?
I like to use the phrase uncomfortable empathy.
Okay.
You know, where you feel...
I feel like that was the first time for everybody to hear that phrase.
Yeah. I made it up. It's where you feel it's uncomfortable because you relate to a struggle a character might have, even though you disagree with how they might go about solving their problems.
I see, yes. And you play?
I play Mrs. Lovett, and haven't we all just broken the rules a little bit from time to time?
I don't know if I've broken the rules as much as Miss Lovett does.
Matter of opinion.
But whatever she puts in her pies are absolutely delicious. I mean, they bring the people running, right?
Oh, baby, I ain't sharing.
Don't share your recipes with us. So when and where is the play taking place? Coleman, maybe you can fill us in on the details.
Sure, of course. It's the last 2 weekends in July, the 20th through the 30th, and it's at the Don Tyson School of Innovation in the Pat Ellison Performing Arts Center. You can get tickets at Arts One Presents, and yeah, it's happening right there.
So we talked a little bit about it. We know that you bake, and we know that you cause people to feel uncomfortable but also empathize with you. But give us a little synopsis. What's the play about? Who could do that? Ooh, Miss Lovett.
Well, for me, it's about a businesswoman with a supply chain problem.
Okay.
And a unique solution to that supply chain problem. I think we can all identify with that.
Yes. There's something about love in your story, isn't there?
Oh, I would say it's absolutely a story of homecoming, expectations versus what actually happens, and dealing with that disappointment. And when you come to a place that you're familiar with and it's changed.
Yes. And Kenny and I know each other because you're also a school teacher here in Northwest Arkansas, right? Are any of your school-age kids going to come see you at Sweeney Todd?
I teach elementary music, so I'm not sure. If their parents want to call me or ask me about it, I'll let them know.
That's great, yes. How do we set this scene up before we hear you all perform for us? What do we need to know? What moment is this in the show?
Well, let's let the director set it up. He has words.
Yes.
That sounds great. So, well, Kenny as Sweeney Todd has just taken his first victim. We won't tell you who it is, but that person is in his barber shop upstairs. It's Jason.
It's Jason.
And now they have to decide what to do, and Annie's character, Mrs. Lovett, has just got a bright idea that just pops into her head. And that's where we take off.
Kind of like a popover. Okay. I'm going to step aside. We're going to step aside and let you all perform for us.
All right.
Thank you.
Seems a downright shame.
Shame?
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice plump frame. What's his name has nor it can't be traced. Business needs a lift. Debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift. If you get my drift. No? Seems an awful waste. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it.
What is that?
It's fop, finest in the shop. Or we have some shepherd's pie peppered with actual shepherd on top. And I've just begun. Here's a politician so oily, he's served with a doily, not one.
Put it on a bun. Well, you never know if it's going to run.
Try the fryer, fried it's drier.
No, the clergy is really too coarse and too mealy.
Then actor, it's compactor.
Yes, and always arrives overdone. I'll come again when you have judge on the menu.
Wait. True, we don't have judge yet, but we do have something you might fancy even better.
What's that?
Executioner.
Now
of charity towards the world, my pet.
Yes, yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we can get.
High, born, and low, my love.
We'll not discriminate great from small. No, we'll serve anyone.
We'll serve anyone
And to anyone at all.